There is a question many people are afraid to ask out loud, a question that appears during the quiet moments of life. Why does God sometimes feel silent? You pray, you ask for help, you ask for guidance, and for a while you wait with hope, believing that something will change. But the answer never seems to come. Days pass, weeks pass, sometimes even months pass, and slowly a difficult thought begins to grow inside your mind. Did God forget about me? Many people experience this moment, the moment when faith feels uncertain. Because when life becomes difficult, we expect God to respond quickly. We expect a clear sign. We expect the situation to improve. We expect a door to open. But sometimes none of that happens. Instead, there is silence, and silence can be uncomfortable. It can make you question everything you believed. It can make you wonder if your prayers are even being heard. But here is something important to understand. Silence does not always mean absence. Sometimes silence simply means that something deeper is happening. Think about the moments in life where the greatest growth takes place. Growth rarely happens when everything is easy. It happens during the difficult seasons. It happens when life forces you to become stronger. It happens when you are pushed beyond your comfort zone. And faith works in a similar way. If every prayer were answered immediately, faith would never need to grow. We would only believe because everything works the way we want. But true faith is different. True faith continues even when the answers are delayed. It continues when life becomes confusing, and it continues when God feels quiet. Throughout history, many people experience seasons where nothing seemed to move forward. They waited, they struggled, they doubted, they wondered if things would ever change. Yet those waiting seasons were shaping them in ways they could not see at the time. Because waiting teaches lessons that comfort never can: patience, trust, resilience. When life moves slowly, you learn to rely on something deeper than quick results. You learn to trust the process. You learn to accept that not everything happens according to your schedule. And sometimes the silence of God is actually part of that process, not because He has forgotten you, but because the story is still being written. Think about it like this. A seed placed in the ground appears to disappear. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening, no visible change, no visible growth. But beneath the surface, something important is taking place. Roots are forming, strength is developing, foundations are being built. And when the time is right, the growth that was hidden finally becomes visible. Faith can work in a similar way. Sometimes the most important work happens beneath the surface, in the quiet seasons, in the waiting moments, in the times when nothing appears to be changing. So if you are in a season where God feels silent, it does not mean the story has ended. It may simply mean that something is still unfolding, something that requires patience, something that requires trust, and something that may only make sense when you look back later. Many people give up during the waiting season. They stop believing, they stop hoping, they stop trusting. But the truth is, the waiting season is often where the most important transformation happens. It is where character grows. It is where perspective changes. It is where faith becomes deeper than circumstances. And one day, when the silence finally breaks, you may realize that the quiet season was never empty. It was preparation. Preparation for something you were not ready to understand before. Because sometimes the greatest answers do not arrive immediately. They arrive after patience has done its work, after faith has grown stronger, and after the quiet season has finished shaping who you are meant to become. So if God feels silent right now, do not rush to the conclusion that He is absent. Sometimes the silence is simply part of the journey, and sometimes the quiet moments of life are where the most important chapters are being written.